Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another anime episode review. I am the Rat, and this is The Rat's Nest. I'm joined as always by Kyle. Say hi, Kyle.
Hello, everyone.
Today, we're discussing an episode of an anime, The Rising of the Shield Hero Season 3, Episode 9, entitled Emperor Dragon. One could say, theoretically, at least. Kyle, what did you think about this episode?
I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. It was kind of one of those. I didn't feel much toward it. Like, you know, we've had our categorization so far. We've had our good, our bad, and we've had our middle ground episodes that just didn't really leave much of an impact. I'd probably throw it in under the middle ground. I mean, what was it? Also, I'm a little tired, so take that for what you will. They get washed out of the cave. They come up with a plan. They fight the dragon. They execute on the plan, and it works out.
Yeah, I think, that's...
It's fairly straightforward. It really didn't have much. I didn't really have much like engagement toward it. It was just like they prepped. Let's just dive straight into it. They're in the cave, and the dragon has just clapped them incredibly hard. They lost, and the dragon just washes them out of the cave with a bunch of water. He uses like some water spell or something, and they all just get washed out. And they all, they get dried off, and they come up with a plan against the dragon. And what is it?
And
God,
what do you trying to find?
I cannot even remember her. Atla. I was blanking on her.
Yeah, Peak. Yeah, I love her.
Peak. So what they do is the older people, the adults, are like getting a game plan together, and now Fumi has said like, okay, Atla, you're like our last line of defense. Like, we're gonna do what we can, and if all else fails, you're gonna be our backup. And then, as they're getting their plan together, Windia has some sort of... Well, we get the Windia flashback. So, as I've learned, people who are watching this, who know Shield Hero, as I've just found out, the dragon's not actually her literal dad. It's the dragon that took care of her after her real dad died. And it shows a little bit of her backstory. I thought it was a neat enough backstory. I thought it was cool enough, getting to see the dragon raising her. I thought it was cute whenever the dragon roared and she was like, "Rawr." It was cute.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point she sees like a weird kind of upside down scale on its stomach, and she goes to touch it, and the dragon gets really snappy, and she's like, "Oh, like that's a weak point maybe," and she relays that to Naofumi. So yeah, I mean, the plan that they have is, setting up the plan, learning about the dragon's weakness, getting the flashback. All this stuff was well and good. I didn't hate it. It just wasn't too enthralling. It was just point A to point B type stuff.
Yeah, no, I think the episode was good for what it was. But yeah, I totally see it being like a middle ground, because like, I think you said it perfectly at the end. You were like, man, that was a fun side adventure.
Yeah, like it's so jarring coming off of season 2, because again, not every show needs to always be dealing with like a main plot. One of my favorite medias is JoJo's Part 4. For people who know about that, it's very side content spin-off-y in the main universe. Like, you can have fun side adventures. It just felt like with what Shield Hero was doing and what it was accomplishing, it just feels season 3 has been a weird mix of like, okay, there's been some like the main overarching goal here has been reuniting the heroes. Dude, we're getting the band back together, the arc. That's what it's felt like it was gearing up to, but it felt like Shield Hero kind of Shield Heroed all over itself, and it's just been focusing on stuff that really doesn't feel like it should be.
You just nailed it. You just hit the nail on the head every single time, bro. Call yourself a carpenter, dude.
I only speak in absolutes. I only deal in absolutes.
I mean, I enjoyed the episode. Like from a... Oh, so are you gonna finish something up?
Oh, sorry. All I was gonna say was, it's just a side adventure. I wish I had more to say on it than that. I mean, it was just a side adventure to get a dragon.
I mean, it developed Rin had a couple of scenes, and I do.
Oh
like
yeah,
them.
oh yeah. Name 25. Sorry, I set the bar too high. That was
Yo, there's a couple of good fights in Dragon Ball. Oh yeah, name 25. From the light novel perspective, I liked the fight. Just watching like the anime itself, it's serviceable. I like the little strategy they come up with. I think Wendy's backstory is good enough. It's like, that's cute, and then we get to see her like with the dragger, and being like, oh, you're my pops, you're my dad, yeah, that like the Tom Brady quote where he's like,
Padre,
my dad. Yes, that's great. It's, that he sets up the weakness, and then you get the fight scene. I think that I said it last episode. His 3D model is good. I like his 3D model. It's a neat little thing, and I mean, yeah, I'd say it's fine. Cool to see the characters do stuff. The highlight of the episode was easily Atla's stuff. One, because I love Atla. Two, because she literally said, hand me the animation budget. And then they did. And honestly, it looked really good.
It did. Like, I was surprised. I think I said this. I was like, are we watching Shield Hero?
Yeah. It was like, oh man, lol, you can tell we're recording this. I usually lean away to yawn. But yeah, no, I mean they cooked. I mean, objectively they cooked. I mean, the soundtrack was good. But yeah, I mean, I like Gay Lion. It neat. The Emperor Dragon went back to.
Don't you mean Windia's dad?
Okay. So this was not explained in episode, and it probably won't be explained. But
no, it was the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
No. Is that Gay Lion and Windia's dad both exist within Gay Lion now?
No, oh, both?
Yeah, like in Gay Lion's body is not just Windia's dad. Like the original Gay Lion, like the child dragon Gay Lion exists and is like the main personality. But Windia's dad also exists within Gay Lion. That was not said in episode. It was not clear at all, but that is the case. Will they ever explain it? No, they won't.
Well, that's stupid.
Like that's not something they're going to bring up probably, but that's the case. And the Emperor Dragon went back to Naofumi Shield for whenever she's later added to his party as another lolly.
Like it. What all really happened other than Windia?
Okay, so now Fumi got a dragon.
Yeah.
Windia was introduced.
Okay. All right.
We got a cool fight scene.
What did happen?
Atla did some cool stuff. And Ren got not 25 scenes.
Okay, let me rephrase the question. What was accomplished here that couldn't have been accomplished elsewhere in a more interesting way that furthered some of the grander narratives of the world?
Now Fumi got a dragon.
Okay. I mean, he got 3 after this arc. What do you want me to say?
No. The Emperor Dragon was already in his shield from the end of season 2, and you're a fake fan.
Yeah. Well, no, you're right. I am a fake fan. I would not want to be a real fan of this. Well, he got Gay Lion, and then he got what's a funny name for the other
Daddy?
Spirit? Gayer Lion? I don't know.
Gayer, that's so true.
So no, it's just like what happened here. It feels like the gains of this. I don't know. It's just what am I trying to say here? The arc was fine. I don't mind there being side stories, but I don't know. It just felt like one that I personally was not too invested in it.
I'm shocked about personally, they dedicated 3 episodes to this, I think.
3? Oh yeah. So they got the dragon. 2 episodes ago. Last episode is when they tracked it down and then they started the fight, and then this one finished it.
Yeah.
So okay. They specifically spent 2 on like the evil dragon part.
I'll say like 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5. 2.5.
And yet, yeah, like you could have used that time. Okay, look, this is a fine arc. You could have used this time and this budget on Ren stuff.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Like you worded that pretty well. Like what I was trying to say earlier.
Like just speaking. I hope this isn't a spoiler, Kyle. The Ren stuff is a little more important than Gay Lion.
No freaking way. That like I said that last episode, didn't I? Or it was either that or the episode beforehand.
I believe you.
I went on a little Ren tangent or tirade about how like instead of waste. Oh yeah, it was 2 episodes ago where like it was the village where we met Rat. When we met her, I was like, yeah, why didn't we just have like an episode dedicated to like Ren and Wendy?
Oh yeah. No, okay, yeah, no, I remember that now. Yeah.
Like with why did we go from fighting against Ren after getting like highlight of it, like a peak? Would you call that not a peak, but like a high point of his character? Like when they fight him.
Yes, Kyle. I would call the culmination of his character arc the peak of his character.
Well, you wouldn't know that. It was how they
wouldn't.
Just getting sidelined.
Like what? I just thought like I am baffled. Why did you put the budget here?
That's
because one of the things with the Ren section that we mentioned in episode 2 were like the animation just wasn't spectacular.
No, and even to a lesser extent, like the story. My hang up is they just focused. Like okay, with Motoyatsu, like whatever. He's a simp for Philo, whatever.
I love
but,
him.
Like,
love him.
They had
him so much.
They had a, as you put it, like a culmination of his character in that moment, and him just trying to better himself. It feels like some of the episodes, like if there's an arc after this that focuses on Ren, it feels like they should have been swapped in a way. Like Ren should have had another episode or 2 with him after what happened with their fight in the mountains with like the bandits, or with him as like the bandit leader and like getting like 2 sins. Gee, Billy, how come you get 2?
Yeah, look,
they should have.
They gave the jobbers, the jobber kings, those lame designs and no screen time. And Gay Lion is pretty badass. And look, like I'm not even gonna sit here and say they should have taken effort away from Gay Lion, because I think that for what they were, these episodes were done well. I think the animation was good. I think the 3D models was good. I think that I think the pacing was good. Like I think that these episodes flowed really, really well, especially compared to some earlier Shield Hero episodes from this season. But why couldn't you put that same kind of effort in with Ren stuff, which just objectively is more important and way more interesting?
Okay, but Brandon, the animators have already gone like 2 days without eating. You're asking them to go like
No. I think Shield Hero is done by White Fox. I'm probably extremely wrong on that. Not Mappa.
No, I know, but most animation studios aren't that great anyway. Okay. So I get what you're trying to say though. Like on the production side of things were okay. Like things have been good these past few episodes. Like
Kinema Citrus is the studio.
Yeah, on the production side, things have been great, but it feels like with the story, like the writing side, it's just when season 4 happens later in the future, this will probably be one of the last things I recall. Like I'm not going to give a shit and remember this dragon sequence. It was not very memorable to me. Just like I'm gonna remember something happened to Philo probably.
Maybe. Probably won't.
There'll be a dragon in there somewhere. Like, yeah, season 2, just I don't know, man. Just season 2 was more coherent. Well, okay. It had a better flow. It had a direction. It had a purpose. It had something it was trying to do. This just feels like a mad dash of like grabbing. This feels like one of those kids in like the machines at Chuck E. Cheese just trying to like randomly grab all the tickets. Like it's just grabbing what it can.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and I think that can work, but just the way that one Shield Hero is written and two that the anime has kind of been paced, isn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
We're hopping around from, ooh, piece of candy, ooh, piece of candy, ooh, piece of candy, instead of following it. Because it should have been like, okay, Motoyatsu, and then Motoyatsu stuff. Ren stuff. What's the bow hero's name? It starts with an I, right? Itsuki stuff. Like, if they wanted to break it up and have like three kind of major things, right? Each of the heroes, and then like some little side stuff, then that's fine. But this wasn't even like side stuff with Ren. This was just Ren existed, the arc. He just existed. I mean, that's what a lot of Shield Hero characters do. They just exist. They exist until now Fumi's like, oh, hey guys, we gotta go do something. And then they show up and then they do like 1 or 2 attacks. And it's now Fumi does like 90% of the legwork. Okay, he doesn't do 90%, but like, you know, he's doing a lot in the fights. And then like, they'll do a couple things. They'll go to attack. They're like, oh, damn, my attack didn't work. And then like, they'll do the same fucking attack again. And it's like, oh yeah, my attack works now.
Kyle, you didn't tell me you were a light novel fan. You've read ahead? You sly dog.
Does that really happen? Does that really continue? Does it really keep on happening, Brandon? Please say it ain't so.
Can I be honest with you, Kyle?
Oh, sure.
I don't remember the vast majority of future fights well enough to tell you whether or not you're correct.
I probably
Which tells you you're probably correct.
I'm probably right.
I can, off the top of my head, specifically think of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fights. One of the fights is in the book that I just read. That's fine. 2 of the fights I remember simply because, 1, I stopped reading the book for like 6 months because the fight was so boring, and I came back and I was like, who the hell are these guys? Because I didn't care. The other one is the cooking fight, which was horrible. I don't remember any of the details of. 1 I only remember existed because it introduced a character that I kind of like. And as for the other 3, 1, 2, what was the third? I can't even remember what the third one is now. As for the other 2, they're actually decent. Well, one of them's good. The other one is
But no, like, all right.
It kind of sucks. I can't. That's kind of a controversial opinion that fight sucks, but it sucks.
They're recreating this to a T. Watching Shield Hero fights is just like watching like the MMORPG like raid fights where like characters have 1,000 abilities and you're just kind of watching characters do whatever.
I mean, to be fair, that's it. That's what it's going for.
Yeah, that's what I said. That
doesn't make it good. That is what it's going for.
I don't care what the author intends. If the author intends to make their fights not engaging, so be it. Like, yeah, I don't know. I know I'm being a little mean here. I want to like Shield Hero more than I do, guys. Like, believe me, Shield Hero season 1, it was so good. Like, the first season was just so good. It was so good. It was so entertaining. It had a good hook, good direction for the characters. Season 2, okay, whatever. Their party. There was at least a direction. There was at least some sort of direction, Brandon. And now we're just lost at sea without a map. We're just going island to island. We're One Piece. We're just going.
I can't wait for you to watch season 4 and be like, what is this shit? And then for you to watch season 5 and then bawl your eyes out at the end. And then for you to watch season 6 and be like, what the hell is this?
Dude, I'll have
that's the Shield Hero experience for you.
Yeah,
realistically, they spend way too much time in 13 and 14 next season, and then they shoehorn in 15 and 16 very poorly and do an awful job with it and ruin the best moment. It's objectively the best moment in Shield Hero, and some of the best writing in Shield Hero around that moment. But the moment itself, the best light novel readers will agree with me that it is objectively the best moment in Shield Hero. Tops everything else. It's not a competition. Nothing can possibly top it.
You know what would top it?
Cooking arc?
No. Imagine, right? Okay. Another volume gets released, right? And you open it. There's like author's notes in it, right?
Not in Shield Hero.
Okay. Well, let's say author releases a volume, right? And it says last volume. Boom. I think that would be the best moment of Shield Hero, right?
Hell yeah! It says the end. Hell yeah!
When you get to the last page and it just has the words the and end, like that's the best moment there because you don't have to continue engaging with the story anymore. It's done.
I'm gonna keep it continuing to engage in the story, Kyle. You know why? Because the end of each light novel volume has something that makes me interested in the next one, except for 20, and 18, and 17, and 16. Well, kind of not 16. 16 kind of had a decent ending. 15. Woof. Like, whoa. Phenomenal.
Dude, you're just explaining sunk cost fallacy.
Yeah. It'll be ad hominem if you don't shut up. Well, if you're this far in the video, then obviously there's something you liked. Kyle laughs, so it's not just like I'm laughing at my own joke. We hope you would leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe. Join the Discord link in the description. You can talk about how much you like or dislike Shield Hero with us. Thank you all for watching. We hope you all enjoyed. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.